Children, if there are vicious circles in the Earth system that can amplify a small perturbation, and if we are perturbing the system with increasing greenhouse gases by using all those fossil fuels, then is it possible that there will be a vicious circle that will keep amplifying our contribution to increasing greenhouse gases and make all the glaciers disappear and have lots and lots of warming, uncontrolled warming? Of course, there is this potential, which is why we are working so hard to mitigate our impacts on the climate by reducing emissions, switching to non-carbon energy sources like renewables and so on. We also always look at the past to see when there have been runaway warmings. And we already talked about the time of the dinosaurs when all the glaciers had disappeared. Arctic was ice-free, Antarctica was ice-free, Greenland, all the mountains, and so on. Temperatures were much warmer than now, maybe sometimes 15 degrees warmer as a global mean. Why are we worried about a little temperature change now? Because we were not around then. So the planet will be just fine even if all the glaciers disappeared. And remember, if the glaciers disappeared, sea level will rise by 100 meters if we get rid of all the glaciers, which means lots of islands will disappear, lots of cities on the coast will disappear, and so on. Are we headed that way? Well, we are melting a lot of glaciers, and then ice albedo feedback kicks in, which has already done so, because in the Arctic you have sea ice albedo feedback that is giving us very rapid warming in the Arctic. We call polar amplification. Remember, we discussed this, or the Arctic amplification. There are other impacts already having also positive feedbacks growing with, for example, with too much warming and deforestation. You are making some of the forests into a carbon source. They are emitting more carbon than they are taking up. They are supposed to be storing carbon for us, but we have made them so stressed and so thin that they're actually now not able to sequester carbon. They are just breathing out carbon. So we have obviously got the potential to turn this around with all our mitigation efforts, renewable energies, electric vehicles, electrification to reduce emissions, and so on. That's your future, kids. So we will keep working hard, but you must be aware of what's happening so that you can also join.